Good morning, class. I'm instructor Bramer, and today I'm going to teach you how to straight roll a fire hose. Before we start with that, I'm going to tell you that our bathrooms are down the hall to the left, and our exits are straight down the hallway immediately outside the classroom door. Today we're going to learn how to straight roll a fire hose. I'm going to teach you how we do it and why we do it, and a few of the nuances along the way. After I teach you those things, we're going to go outside. I'm going to show you how to do it, and then I'm going to let you do it yourself. And then we'll come back in the classroom and review a few items before we let class out for the day. First, why do we roll the hose? Well, we roll the hose to potentially get out all the water that's going to be inside after use. We'll have a straight roll out on the ground, all laid out nice and pretty. We'll take the male end, which will be the threaded end, and we'll fold it over on itself and then continue to roll the hose until all the length is in one big roll. At that point, we could either roll it back out depending on what we may be wanting to do with that hose, or we could take it to storage to use at a later time. If we're rolling it up, we may be just simply placing it back on the apparatus for tactical reasons, or we could be taking it back to the station to then unroll and then clean. If we're cleaning it, we're going to be using a mild detergent soap and water. Just simply spray it down, clean it, hang it out somewhere, let it dry, roll it back up after it's done drying. Alright, so now that we're out here about to roll our hose, this is a 50-foot stick of hose, standard firefighter hose. We can tell that because the female end is left on top and the male end, threaded, is on the inside, that this hose was rolled in a way that it was left to be in service. So we know this hose is good to go. What we're going to do now is we're going to unroll the hose, and then after it's unrolled, I will demonstrate how to roll the hose back up appropriately and get it ready either to go back on the truck or to go back into storage. Take this. Just like that. Alright, so now that the hose has been unrolled, we're going to come down here to the male end. Again, it's going to be the threaded male. We're going to fold it in on itself right there close to the coupling and then start our roll. At this point, we can either stand up and kind of walk with it as we go, or we can pull the whole line towards us little by little, making sure that we get a nice tight roll. We're going to do this all the way to the end.
Which way do you prefer and why?
I like to walk with it like this because it creates less friction on the hose itself. Once you roll it out, the hose just stays in place the whole time. And I think I can get a little tighter roll out of it, but also you're not dragging the hose around with each small section, creating more friction, wear and tear on the hose.
Okay.
After I get to the end, I'm going to turn the hose roll over on its side and kind of step on it to make sure that the hose is as even as possible. Alright, so now that we're at the end, I'm going to tip it over on its edge. We got a little bit of unevenness over here, so I'm going to stand on it and tamp all the way until we get a nice even roll. I'm going to grab the hose right here and the roll immediately under it, and that's how I'm going to carry it. With the female on top, I know that this hose is now in service and ready to go. All right, class, now that I've taught you how to unroll and then re-roll a straight roll hose, I'm going to go ahead and let you demonstrate some of the discussion points that we have talked about today. So if you go ahead and talk me through what you see and then tell me how to do it.
Okay, I see that the female end is out, so it's an in-service hose. So I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to pick it up, put the female end on my left hand, and I'm going to roll it out, kind of bowl it out with my right hand. Just like that, and let it unroll. Alright, now I'm going to roll it up, making sure that it's tight. I'm going to slowly pull it towards me, just make sure that I'm keeping it straight and tight.
What end did you start with?
The male end.
Okay. Alright, class, now that we're back in the classroom and after having gone out and demonstrated the hose roll to you and allowing you the opportunity to do it yourself, do you have any questions?
Yes. How important is it that you have to clean the hose every time?
It is very important, especially after going on scene with a fire. Once you're dragging that hose in through a house, there could be all kinds of shrapnel, whether it be small pieces of wood, metal, pieces of glass from busted windows. It's very important that we take it back to the station, clean it appropriately, try to get all that debris out of there, and then allow it to dry out so it doesn't mold and mildew. It just keeps the integrity of the hose.
Okay.
All right. All right, so today we covered the straight hose roll. We covered the how to do it, the why we do it, in certain circumstances, what calls for us to do it, such as loading it back on the apparatus after using it on a call, taking it back to the station so that we can clean it, or simply rolling it back up so that we can put it in storage for a later time. I hope all of y'all learned something today and are able to remember this moving forward, and good luck out there.